Silverback. Welcome to 2017. I figured that probably the best thing to do for my first video of 2017 was to go over what did I learn in 2016. It was an interesting year. We lost a lot of celebrities last year, and you know, some notable ones: Leonard Cohen, Umberto Eco, David Bowie, just to name a couple. There are, you know, literally 100. Oh, Carrie Fisher. We lost Princess Leia. Very sad, very sad. But as my stepfather likes to say, life is for the living, and we need to celebrate the lives that we have lost and remember those, and we need to keep on living. So that's what I plan to do in 2017, and I hope you all will as well. But what did I learn in 2016? Well, changed quite a few things in life for 2016 for myself and my family. One of the best changes that we made was taking on the ketogenic diet. Bit of a crazy diet, a lot of calories in fat, very few calories in carbohydrates, and a sort of moderate amount of calories in protein. And, excuse me, being a bodybuilder myself, one of the many things that I do, you would think that the medium moderate protein would be an issue. It's not. The high-fat diet takes away cravings. It's easy to follow. It is very restrictive, but what diet isn't? Yes, if you're actually following a diet or a nutrition plan, probably a better way to describe it, what isn't a little bit restrictive? And there's some things that when my wife and I first started keto that we thought we just weren't going to be able to get past in the long run. And the benefits of a ketogenic diet are so high that, having done it now for over 6 months, I personally can't see any reason to ever change my ways. And what it's also done is made us focus on nutrition. I've always been pretty good at nutrition. Being a chef, it's something that I personally have paid attention to a lot in my life. Not always followed the right plans. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat this morning. But I have always been a big advocate that nutrition needs to be one of those, well, one of those minimums. Check out my minimums video, I just put that up. One of those minimums. Now we're focused on it. That's been a tremendously helpful part of 2016. On that, what else have I learned? Well, can't really put it any other way. Sugar is fucking poison. Take it out of your life. If you can, you don't need to take on a ketogenic diet to do that. Although most of the people, when we tell them that we haven't had sugar, any processed sugar, in fact, it was a lot longer. We were doing that before we started the ketogenic diet. My wife and I haven't had any sugar in a very long time, and people have queried, how is that even possible? I wouldn't even want to do that. How do you know? Because I can tell you now that sugar is no longer a part of my life. I don't even look at things like chocolate bars, at candy or lollies, or any of that sort of stuff, at cake, at birthday parties, that sort of thing. It's just not food. Just don't eat it. They're wasted calories. They're just not good for you in any way. They don't even give me pleasure anymore. So, ketogenic diet has helped realize how toxic sugar is and how not to have it with no stress. Pretty good. Alright, so what else? Z100. Maybe I've mentioned that once or twice. Yes, Z100. The philosophy of start every single day at zero, forget what happened yesterday, forget what happened earlier in your life, give 100% today to make your life better. Now, obviously we're going to learn lessons as we go, but the Z100 philosophy of not worrying, not letting yesterday define who you are. Let that sink in. Don't let the things that you've done in your life before today define you. What you do today defines you and leads to what you do tomorrow. And if you find Z100, you find this philosophy, you do throw out yesterday. We all start again at zero, man, and we give 100% to get better each day. You just do that day in, day out. And how do we do that? Well, one of the things that, again, I found in 2016 very, very helpful was to write up a to-do list each night and, come hell or high water, follow that to-do list the next day. There are times when that to-do list for me was really long, and I had to kick my own ass to get myself through that day and follow that to-do list. There were times when the to-do list was maybe a little bit shorter, and it was a fairly easy one to get through. Sometimes that's how it goes, and that's how you refine each day Z100, and you figure out what is that perfect middle ground, or hopefully upper middle ground, of your to-do list, so that you're rocking out your dreams. Let's be honest. That to-do list is a list of dreams. It's just today's list of dreams. So, what else did I do? Oh, here I am doing this. Everybody who has known the Silverback over the course of their lives knows that the Silverback is a great communicator, and I've decided to take on communication as my vocation, and it's been great. The response so far, while small, has been extremely positive, and I thank all of you who are following the stream. I plan to do a lot more in 2016. I'll get to that in just a second. So, what else? Alright, so, nutrition, great thing to add to your life. A to-do list, which means that you are getting the stuff done you want to get done. You're not not quite getting there, and this to-do list works for work, for family, for relationships, for exercise, for nutrition, diet, all of these things. You can add in those little pieces that those little points that you just want to nail. And for someone like me who wants to get writing done, you know, I can say for today, I want to get 2,000 words, excuse me, 2,000 words done today. And that means that yes, somewhere in my day I'm going to put it in. There are some constants for me, but the to-do list is on top of those consistent things that you get done, and you make sure you nail them, and bang, the next day is even better. Z100, it works, take it on, it'll change your life for the better. Alright, so what about 2016? Well, see the green screen. Been having a little bit of trouble with it. You won't see the green screen because hopefully this video will actually work. You see what I am wearing today. I'm wearing this so that I don't get so much bleed, so much reflection from the green screen on me. I have a pile of green screen stuff, chroma key stuff, and new lighting, and hopefully I can increase my production values. I am going to show on the background while I'm talking about this, I've just done a film of my high-tech setup that I have going right now. And yes, you may be able to see it because it's hopefully there. I have plastic over my light. Not high-tech, good plastic. No, I have a plastic freaking bag torn up so that this light doesn't shine off my chrome dome so much and you see through my head. Anyway, so got a couple of exercise routines already ready to go, and I'll be bringing a lot more exercise. I'll be bringing a lot more keto, a whole cooking segment, knife skills, simple things, how to cook a steak, how to roast a beef, how to make pulled pork, how to, you know, and really sort of basics, but basics lead to very high level skills if you give them the chance. If you learn your basics, you'll get much better. So the basics of cooking, more on keto, more on nutrition, more on exercise, much more motivational, positive stuff, and, you know, anything else that the Silverback deems worthy as I go. Alright, that is 2016 wrap up, what I learned, and I hope you guys all have a really good 2017. There's been some crazy stuff happen politically in the United States. It doesn't really matter which side you come from. There's been crazy stuff happening in the United States, and don't let the rest of the world define you either. 2017 can be an absolutely awesome year for all of us. We can all grow, and we can only do what we can do. So, live Z100, have a great start to your 2017, hope you reach all your goals, and I'll catch you next time.